John Green and Lux Bun & Green have been coming to Couture since year one. John's on the floor an hour before it opens. He doesn't eat lunch, and he's there after the show closes.
We would go to the Couture show, and we'd be walking down the aisle, and we're like, okay, we've got an appointment, and he stopped here, he stopped there. I mean, he knows everybody, and everybody wants to talk to him, and he's just so friendly.
His enthusiasm during the day, working the floor with a large team, and his enthusiasm at dinners, his enthusiasm after dinner, playing music for everybody, and just carrying on. He doesn't stop.
Every couture, John has always been there. And the main reason he's there is looking for new designers, looking for new things that aren't in other shows. And he's got a great eye for it. Once he sees it, he knows if it's a winner or not. It's just instinctive with it.
So John and I have worked together for about 20 years, I think, something like that, a long, long time. And he was a great supporter and has been over the years a great advocate for our brand.
John came to us at a trade show like 93, 94, I can't remember exactly. And he had those qualities that true mentors have, which is empathy, patience, and communication. And he still has that today.
By the time John and I started working together, I had been in business for a few years, but not that many. And I didn't really understand, the world of, fine jewelry as well as I do now. And so I think that he was kind of instrumental in sort of helping me understand how my brand might look and develop in other markets other than in my studio.
Every person that I've ever talked to about John always has wonderful things to say, and they all had very similar stories. John was the first person who gave me my first wholesale order. John was the first person who made me feel that my brand was good enough to be distinguished in the store on its own and not mixed in with a bunch of other jewelry. John never forgets, is always there, and always gets back to them.
And what I realized quickly, I could pick up the phone and call him, and he would pick it up, and I could ask him 1,000 questions. And John would immediately just give me lots of information. And he was just so warm and real, basically. And we've had that same relationship now for 30-some years. Hey, John Green, how you doing? I had a bet with somebody that you play harmonica, and they didn't believe me. So can you bring your harmonica to Vegas? Just to, please do that. We'll see you there. We'll have a drink. Bring me a recipe.
If you look at John's service within the industry, it's just been outstanding. He served on every industry board that I can think of. And whether it be GIA or now he's on the board of Jewelers Mutual, president of Jewelers of America, he not only serves, but he gives back. He gives more than he gets, I can tell you.
It's pretty amazing that he's found the time to do all that because he's just so busy.
In the morning, he'll give me a phone call at 6:30 in the morning. By noon, he's ridden the train to New York to meet with a couple who only wanted to buy the engagement ring from him. By 1 o'clock, he's driving to the store in Boston to handle something. By 4 o'clock, he's working in the West Hartford store, and 6 o'clock, he's at, a charity event holding kittens. I've never met someone who makes the most of every single workday like John does.
He's such a personable, wonderful, friendly guy. And I think he really has a culture of care, in his philosophy. He cares for his community, and he cares really for all the constituents, his designers included.
What's he gonna do when he sees this video? I know John so well. He's gonna cry because he's a softie like me. Can't help it. He's gonna cry because he's gonna be touched, because he also loves Cindy and understands what this award means. And John, you deserve it.